So I'm sure by now you've heard of the gravity reset method, and we are about to teach our fourth year in a row the gravity reset method. And this year we're going to do a slightly different format, and I'm beyond thrilled about this year's format for two reasons. One, I think that you're going to be blown away by some of the upgrades that we've made to the method itself. We've layered in some additional otolithic stimulation that are blended within the method, and they are unbelievable. I think throughout the past few years, if you've taken any of the courses, you know that I'm a huge fan of the otolithic receptors, and not that they're the only beneficial receptors within the brain for neurorehab, but I do believe that they are the most powerful ones, and they're not meant to work alone. They integrate with other aspects of the brain, other receptors. You know, our brain is multi-sensory, right? We are integrating information from a lot of different regions, and we bring that information together in order to perform and to function at our very best. When there's a problem, obviously that performance goes down. Our efficiency goes down, our energy utilization becomes compromised, and as a result, we can have a myriad of various symptoms that can affect all different parts of our body and of our brain. And so for that reason, what I've come to realize in practice, and when I made this change clinically, my success rate in neurorehab, but also in physical rehab, shot up significantly. I would say at least a 75% increase in success. And so this is information that not only has changed the lives of my patients, but has changed my career. And it's too great to not share. And what I'd like to share with you today is how we've improved the method even beyond what it was a year ago. And these modifications, I think you'll be really excited to see. And so what we're going to do to make sure that you understand it thoroughly as it is practiced today, we're going to go through a full review in about a 2 to 3 hour process. I'm going to give you the entire method, start to finish, right at the beginning of the course. And then we're going to go through some live cases. And we're going to have some guest speakers as well that will come in from neurology and optometry who are applying these methods and can also share how they use it clinically. And the reason for that is because I don't ever want to limit your learning based on what I know. The first thing I would say is that there are people out there doing things far greater than I, and I think we should all learn from them. I think that a collaboration of teaching is the best model, because there's always someone out there that is doing something that we have not thought of, or maybe in their model of care, they look at things slightly differently, and we can learn from it. And that's what we're going to bring you this year. So we've got Gravity Reset 4.0 and Gravity Reset 4.1. So the 4.0 would be in Atlanta, really Roswell, Georgia, in my practice, where we've presented it in the past. And the 4.1 would be in Dr. John Hatch's office. And so the reason for that is twofold. One, because the demand has been very high, so we need to allow more room for more people, but also to allow for the West Coast folks to have a shorter travel time. Dr. Hatch has a phenomenal office in much larger than mine, and he's got some cool things that I don't get to see or use. And I want to make sure that we get to see what his model of practice is like. And I'm going to demonstrate what mine is currently as well in the 4.0. So the 4.0 would be my model of care. 4.1 will be his, but we're all three of us going to share some clinical gems in both courses. And it's going to be through live cases. So yes, we're going to go through the review initially, but then we're going to have some live cases. And Dr. Paul Brewer, neurooptometrist, will be there for both courses. Dr. John Hatch will be there for both courses. I'll be there for both. All three of us are going to share some insights in both courses. And I think it'll be just phenomenal. Now, one cool thing that we decided to do this year is that if you join us live, or even if you just purchased a recording, but whichever location you attend, you will get the recording of both seminars for the same price. Okay, it's all included. And if you get the course online, you will, of course, get the recording for both. So I can't wait to see you there. And I'd love to hear your stories because, I do hear some here and there where people express how that has changed their practice. And I'd love to hear from you and share how Gravity Reset has changed your practice and improved the lives of your patients. Have a phenomenal day.